Many years ago, I read the prayer of Joseph Mary Plunkett, "I see his blood upon the rose," and I thought that was a beautiful insight to connect the precious blood of Christ to the red petals of the rose. And I started to think, perhaps I can develop that theme a little more. So I wrote this little poem called The Parable of Nature. His eyes twinkle in the stars, and his face smiles in the flower. I behold his beauty in the sunset, and his golden hair in the wheat of the field. I hear the Almighty's voice in the thunder, and sense his anger in the storm. Observe the Lord's tears in the rain, and share his cheer in the sunshower. Envision his arm in the lightning, and his finger in the eclipse. One can feel his breath in the wind, and his sweat in the ocean spray. Notice his shoulders in the hills, his footprints in the valleys. We understand his depth in the ocean, and heights of divinity in the heavens. I touch his solidity in the firmness of rocks. I can taste divine sweetness in the fruit of the tree and vine. I smell his aroma in the flowers and in the pines. In the clouds we picture the heavenly clothing and the supreme colors in autumn leaves. I behold the Lord's throne in the mountains and his staff in the trees. I see the heavenly Father's robe in the northern lights and his belt in the rainbow. One can recognize divine purity in the sparkling of ice and the riches of divinity in the earth's minerals. Consider the stillness of the Almighty in the eye of a hurricane, or his majestic speed in the tornado. Men encounter his moods in the seasons, and his mystery in the light of the moon. I detect the passing of the Lord's Spirit in the twilight, and the coming of his justice with the dawn. I discern the secrets of the Lord's salvation in the seed which dies to become a new life. For the parable of nature is the reflection of God.